Hello Aquarius and Happy New Year! I'm actually recording this on the 31st of December, so I'm sorry if the videos are a little late coming out. I've been looking after my mum who's had shingles, poor thing, so I have been a bit delayed getting the readings out. But Happy New Year! I'm interested to see what January has in store for you because I know December was pretty tricky, so let us see what's happening. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and if you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. We'll start off with a sound bowl for 20 seconds just to tune into the energies and to let you know as well that energies are non-gender specific, and take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, so a couple of seconds just to tune in. Deep breath in and exhale. All right. Okay, Aquarius, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross. Okay, I will be cutting the deck. I may clarify some tricky cards with the Rider-Waite, but let's just start off with cutting the deck with the Gilded Tarot here for the Celtic cross. Aquarius, January 2022. All right, your current energy, strength. That does not surprise me considering what December brought you. Okay, your crossing energy is a Chariot. We've got two major arcanas already, so the challenge is trying to move forward, perhaps needing the courage and determination to do so. Can you move forward when you already feel that you are using all the strength that you've got? Your conscious thoughts at the moment are the Four of Cups, wanting to take that fourth cup from the heavens because you're sick and tired of settling. Your subconscious thoughts are the Four of Wands. So deep down, your vision for the future is creating a lifestyle, a home, an environment which is safe, secure, and firmly rooted in the ground with those Four of Wands. Your past energy, Two of Pentacles, the juggling act, trying to keep all plates spinning in the air, not being able to take on any much more because when this card turns up, you don't actually have any more time to do anything, and he's so busy keeping everything in an equal kind of juggling act. He can't see the ship behind him, or the dolphin that represents happiness behind him in the water. Okay, he's too concerned with making sure that everyone's got what they need, got what having the money that you have to do so. And it is quite amazing how he manages to keep it all up in the air. But because of that, he's so distracted with that. So that's a past energy. Moving into the future, we've got Three of Pentacles, and so we move from the 2 to the 3. So whereby you go from that juggling act, now you have the opportunity to go over something that you have previously done, and you're able to tweak it. This sometimes talks about also collaborating with others. So you've taken your 2 and you've done a very steady, gradual graduation into the 3. And he is working very, very hard to ensure that his pentacles are in good nick. Now, the kind of energy I'm getting from this is, say for example, you own your own business and you have a product, and the product just needs a little bit of reworking so that it stands against the crowd. It raises the competitive rate of it. So you are being very concerned. Now that's just a metaphor, that's an analogy of what this energy represents. It's basically looking at everything that you've got and how can you rework it, how can you perfect it to ensure that your pentacle can go that much further, all right? Your attitude at the moment is the Five of Swords. You will do whatever it takes to make it happen. Okay, the Five of Swords. Sometimes he's aware of some certain sacrifices that need to be made, but still he is willing to move forward because he's at that point where he has to win at all costs now. So it doesn't matter anymore the attachments of other things that are keeping you a little bit stagnant, a little bit stuck in the energy. He is now slicing through them and he is getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is like making that priority list, right? Something doesn't serve, cut. Something is not moving you forward, then you cull it. You're doing the culling situation. Your environmental factor is you're still a little bit stuck as to what to do. This talks about a decision that needs to be made. But with this card, sometimes she doesn't know what to do. Sometimes she feels damned if you do, damned if you don't, because she's got a mask over her eyes. Now remember, if you don't make a decision where a decision needs to be made, the universe sees that as a decision, not deciding, okay? So in actual fact, there's 3 decisions, all right? So there's still a decision that needs to be made with regards to your environment. And you might be a little bit stuck with how to do that. Your hopes and fears is a Queen of Swords. Now this obviously could be a person, but I do a person in your life because it's a court card. But I'm feeling more that it's your energy because it is your card. Okay, the Queen of Swords is an air sign when you are Aquarius, and she cuts through things. She speaks her truth. She is blunt to the degree of she deals with the facts. Okay, she's been through the war. She knows, she has felt everything in the emotional body. She knows how to apply herself in the practical world, just like the other queens do. But she's reached that point of knowing that reacting to emotions, reacting to things that are not set in stone is a bit of a waste of time. She likes to get to the nitty-gritty. So the hope of this is hoping that you have your own inner clarity to speak your truth, to communicate clearly to yourself and others. The fear is that either someone else will do that for you, right, and take that power away from you, or that you're not standing in your truth like the Queen of Swords does. What is the outcome for January? Woo! I like this. Knight of Wands. You are moving forward. The Knight of Wands may not be the king. He may not be completely expert in the direction he's going. But this Knight of Wands, he's got so much enthusiasm. He's got the sun shining for him. He's raring to go and he's fast and he is taking action. You are definitely taking action. So wherever you've been feeling a little bit stuck in this space over here, you're going to be taking action for sure. As you start this month, using up all that strength that you have, it feels like the challenging energy is like, well, I don't know if I can move forward. I don't know if I can charge forward because I feel exhausted. I feel that I've used up all the inner strength that I have. I know that there's still parts of me, if I were to call it my inner beast, that I haven't quite tamed. I'm not quite used to it. But this card does not turn up unless you do have the strength to do so. You absolutely 100% are operating, come into January, from your place of power. Now, your place of power as it relates to this is all about courage, determination, knowing that you have the leadership skills. You can create this for yourself and it all happens within you. Okay, so you're ready in that vibration in January. The thing that's causing a little bit of a challenge is like, well, I want to move forward. I want to charge forward with that chariot, with that triumph and victory. But I'm not so sure I've got any strength left in me to do so. I'll tell you right now, you do. You do. Because it tells me the King of Wands. I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands. Freudian slip. Knight of Wands. You're going to be charging forward, absolutely. You've just got a couple of, the only thing that I see that is slightly a little bit tricky is this Two of Swords situation, and this is to do with your environment. So it may not be something that's actually really to do with you as your core, because your attitude is, well, we're going to do what it takes to make this happen, okay? But it may feel that people outside of you or the people around you are causing this stagnant situation where stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. I see you moving forward, so I'm not worried. You will be moving forward and you will be embracing that Chariot, as long as you see the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Because with those two, these are represented as horses. One represents your light side, one represents your shadow side. The shadow side represents the fears that you have, belief systems that have caused you to make certain choices in your mind, in your life, that perhaps you regret or were of a restrictive nature. And your light is everything that shines forward, your integrity, your passion, motion forward. And it may feel like in the beginning of the month that you don't have the energy to do that, okay? What I can tell you is that that card there, for it to even turn up, is a really good omen. It tells me that there is energy bubbling beneath the surface, all right? And you are going to be charging forward. I want to clarify this Two of Swords here, because it's the only heavy card here. Everything else seems a very gentle, steep, a gentle, sweeping slope. I don't feel like you're making any impulsive decisions. I don't feel like anything's hugely catastrophic or standing in your way. I see you slowly moving your way there, which is really, really positive. So this is, and for me, I'm a Taurus, so I'm an earth sign, which is all about a slow and steady wins a race, you know, careful, make a decision, make sure it's the right decision. I mean, I'm coming from that point of view. So for me to see this as a very gentle graduation forward seems to me more promising, because it will stand the test of time, knowing that you're taking your time to do it, and that you have the personal strength to do so. Let's clarify the Two of Swords, please. Why is it Two of Swords here, please, for Aquarius? What is undecided, this environmental factor? Why is it Two of Swords here, please? Thank you. King of Swords. Yeah, okay. Right, so it could be someone that you're dealing with. Oh, let's just get another one, just in case they have another one for us, between two things. So obviously we've got the court couple here. We've got the Queen, which is represented as your energy. And we've got the King of Swords, which could be somebody else that you're dealing with. And then we have Knight of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? Slow and steady wins a race. That's represented as the Knight of Pentacles. And that's the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about long-term security, family inheritance, money coming in, etc. So there is the decision. You may be up against someone in your environment, represented as the King of Swords, who may not see eye to eye. Now, it is a court card, a court couple turning up here with the King and Queen of Swords. And don't worry about the element as much. But what that would mean is that it is the counterpart to you. It is that other part of you. Now, it could be that the King of Swords is some sort of legal person, some sort of government official, someone who follows a certain structure and the way things are done, right? The way things are conventionally and socially and economically done. And that's what you're trying to get around, because ultimately what you are hoping for, it's all about the pentacle, all about the money, okay, all about the sense of security, knowing how to remember what I was saying about making that pentacle spread further. That's about working clever, working smart, not working hard. And so there might be some indecision with regards to how to deal with an environmental person, someone who is in your sphere, in your surroundings, someone who's quite close to you, or someone who calls the shots as it relates to a decision that needs to be made. okay? There is that question, the thing that's coming up is how is it going to affect your long-term security? How are you going to make your pentacles grow in a long-term sense, structure, something that you can rely on, something that is embedded in the ground? And that's the decision that needs to be made. And those are the things that are affecting you. But remember, if you don't make a decision, the universe will see that as a decision. So, interesting. Let's see what else we have. Can we have a look at the Three of Pentacles, please? Aquarius, Three of Pentacles. Thank you. Oh, we've got Judgment. And we've got the Five of Pentacles, yeah. Yes, so this is what I was talking about with spreading that, seeing how far your pentacles can spread. All right, it's a judgment on where the money is at the moment. It's a judgment on where there might be lax in mentality. It could also be a judgment of what you have in your physical environment, because physical is all about pentacle, that physical manifestation. What you have, what you own, your materials, your property, anything like that. It's a judgment call on that, because what you're judging is the fact that it's actually not good enough. It's still making you feel like you don't have enough, okay? It's still making you feel pretty isolated. And that is why you're trying to make your pentacle grow further, stretch it out as much as you can. So for you, Aquarius, it does seem that whatever decisions that you're needing to make at the moment, you're really on the right path. It's fantastic. You're only up against, and you're ready to make the sacrifices. You're quite prepared to get rid of a lot of materials. Perhaps it could be something like, if you've got an idea for a venture forward or project, that you are selling many of your items at home where you might have had attachments to, and now you're releasing those attachments. You're going to go, well, now I have my focus, this is what I want to do, and it doesn't matter. We don't need to really attach ourselves to all these physical things. For you this month, it's all about the pentacle. It's how you view the pentacle. And when I say pentacle, it represents as money, property, anything that's tangible. It's an earth sign, right? You are really viewing what you physically have and how you can make it grow for the future. That's the whole aspect of January for you. And how you, so that's the theme. It's all about the sense of security that comes with the freedom of having something solid, something physical, something tangible, a resource, a physical resource, whether that be money, investments, property, whatever it is. It's all about that for you in January. And it's about how to stretch that and make that grow into something else. So that's the theme. How you navigate that energy is very self-empowering, because you can embrace your Queen of Swords energy, but you can also be afraid of your words. Okay, so there could be a fear that perhaps your words might be a bit cutting. Sometimes with the Queen of Swords it can be. But you're still, regardless of that, with the theme of knowing that your focus is on a sense of long-term security, because you've judged the situation that right now, it ain't good enough. It's just not good enough. It's too much of a challenge, okay? And you're now making the choice and the decision that you don't want that challenge anymore. You know that you can have more. Let us get a card for you. More information for the month of January for you, Aquarius. Oops. Oh. Okay. Oh yes, I do want to do that. Knight of Wands. Can you clarify Knight of Wands? Thank you. Okay, so we've got a bit of conflict here with the Five of Wands. We have walking away from something that no longer serves you with that Eight of Cups. I have the Wounded Warrior here with the Nine of Wands, and we have a Justice. Justice, justice, justice. So, this Knight of Wands is fueled with enthusiasm and momentum and motivation forward. He's all guns blazing now. Why? Because he's sick and tired of the conflict as it relates to his happiness with regards to money over there. He's sick and tired of that tit-for-tat energy surrounding him, any kind of competition or element of where you feel a bit stuck and you don't know who you're fighting or what you're fighting against. Because of that, he decided, you know what, I'm walking away. I don't care, I'm walking away. And yes, I feel a bit wounded because this has been quite a trial for me. But I know that by walking away and knowing that I'm at the 9, which represents the ending of this tricky situation, this battle that I've been in. I mean, that's a play battle because it's wands, but he's also got the wands there. That's a bit of a fight going on there, and he's a bit wounded, but it's a 9, meaning it's coming to the end. And he's maybe walked away. He hasn't lost anything. He's choosing to walk away, and he doesn't know what the distance, he doesn't know what the horizon is bringing him, but he knows for damn sure it's better than what he's got. Okay, and when you do so, justice and the legal system and balance all come in favor of you, and that's the thing that drives you forward. It's almost as if you've got this, you reach a point, you just reach a point that you are ready to say, okay, I'm not turning back now. I'm moving forward with this. And I don't care what it takes, because how things are at the moment, yes, I can manage it, I can juggle it, and I'm damn good at it, but I might as well juggle something that's better, okay? Because you've taken that fourth cup from the heavens. You're not settling now anymore. You're moving forward. Very exciting. Ooh. I wouldn't mess with you in January. And not because you're going to be mean, but because you've got like your priorities straight in laser vision. You can see things so clearly that it's no question. Now it's just the get-go. And you can either come along or you can leave. And that's the sort of the feeling I get. It's like that, this is what's happening, Right. Can we get a card, please, for Aquarius, month of January, please? Thank you. Yes. Go the distance. You're absolutely going the distance. The cheetah is the fastest mammal on earth, isn't it? So you are going the distance this month, and it feels like you're still ironing things out. You will be in a type of preparation mode of January, okay? And come the end of January, you are making that move. You are going the distance. You are deciding, okay, fine. The more I hold on to certain things in my current paradigm, the more I hold on to it, the less I can experience the new. So you're cutting everything that has anything that's held you back, any tie, you're cutting it because now you're going the distance. And there could even be some travel involved with this because of the distance of the space that he's taking, that cheetah. And this is a very fast card as well. So it feels like once you go through, you work out what your pentacles represent to you, how you can stretch them further. You get through this decision that needs to be made around your environmental factors. You cut whatever is needed out of the equation. It no longer serves. You thrust forward, and that momentum drives you forward. Oh, sorry, that was a very loud sound. I didn't hurt myself, by the way. Right. Let us get another theme card for you. Or what else does Aquarius need to know, please, for January? Let's go. Thank you. Delight. You know what I feel from this? Just obviously it's we've got a sparrow. Is that a sparrow? We've got birds and flies in the background flocking together, and we've got the bird over here. Now obviously the bird is resting, but birds have wings, so you have that flight travel, you have that sense of freedom. This is like flying to new pastures and smelling the flowers from different places. That's weird, that came out. But anyway, what I'm really feeling about this is that Knight of Wands that is motivated by all the sudden changes that you've done. Enough is enough. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. This is what I want. I want balance. I want justice for myself and the people that I love. And that's what's happening. And it feels like you start to feel your va-va-voom again. You start to move away from, I'm not saying you have a wounded warrior mentality at the moment, but because you've been through the ringer, you've had quite a lot of challenges recently, it does tend to dampen our spirits. It does tend to dampen our self-empowerment, okay? But as you charge through this month, I feel you are igniting that passion within you. It's a Knight of Wands. Wands talks about fire, that solar plexus, that drive forward. Fire is also your sense of spirit jumping forward, and that is so delightful. You start to see yourself, it's almost like meeting yourself again, going, oh yeah, this is what I am, this is who I am. I know I've got the fire on my side. I know I can make things happen, and that's the thing that's going to be delightful. It also, of course, the card also means that delights are coming into your life as you work through this energy. So be excited. Be very excited. What oracle card do they need? What does Aquarius need to know, please, for January 2022 for their highest good, please? Thank you. Priestess. Yes. How are you being called to step up and lead? So where there might be a decision that needs to be made with that Two of Swords there in your environmental factor, maybe that's a point where you need to forget what other people think and make your own decision. Perhaps you need to lead the way. You are now at the position. Now the Priestess is someone who has got a lot of intuition, a lot of connections to the divine, connected to spirit, knowing, seeing beyond the veil, having a sense of knowing what the right move is, even though in physical reality, it's not pointing in that direction. And she is moved and fueled by her intuition and her inner knowing. Now, in this particular card, you've been called to step up and lead. So if you feel that other people surrounding you are not on board, or it's basically, you don't need to be asking anyone else's permission right now, because basically now is a time where you're becoming that leader, because you're trusting in yourself and you're trusting in your, what's the word? You're trusting in your vision. And because of that, you know it's stronger than anything else in physical reality. And that is going to lead the way. And as you do so, you teach others. So how are you being called to step up and lead? That's all I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it resonated. Very exciting month for you. If this did resonate, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share. And Happy New Year once again. I'll see you next time. Take care.